Gaurav, hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Thank you, Lewis. Gaurav is this despicable guy who loves disruption. Today, he and his minions are going to talk about handling change that any disruption causes. Let's turn the volume up for Gaurav!
Good morning, everyone. I don't know how many of you are having a good one, especially after last night. Let's go. My name is Gaurav. I work for Connected Devices BU in SPVI. My team and I work for IP client boxes, both on RDK and CDI drivers. We are based out of Chennai. Today I'm going to talk about how my team handled change in past 18 months and learn to drive the change rather than being driven. Subramanian here and his friends are going to help me in this. Here we go. Last few quarters were full of change for my team and I guess same for most of us here. The constant reorganizations were just a part of it. Changes were happening to what we worked on and how we worked. Our well-known proprietary code was getting replaced by open source code. Hardware platforms were getting upgraded every 6 months. And Agile was the better way to execute. Change had become a constant. And all these changes were adversely impacting both morale and our culture. Well, Calvin's dad would say adversity builds character. Maybe it did, but we had to change our attitude by moving in the right direction. Moving in a direction creates momentum. Newton said, if we move in the direction of the force, the impact is less. Here, the impact being the change. But how does a team build this momentum? Today, I'm going to share a bunch of practices we followed as a team. These practices embedded and enforced the momentum culture. There were many projects running adjacent to the main Agile project, adjacent MPs, hence AMPlify. Apart from the external changes, we had internal challenges as well. A new team, first time with Agile, first IPSTB with no RF tuning, dependency on gateway web APIs, new RDK stack. In summary, a lot of new things to learn with a new team. How we started was quite elementary. We tapped into the technical and non-technical strengths and interests of the team. We then identified all our challenges, lack of skill, lack of understanding, lack of infrastructure, etc. But how did AMPs figure, you ask, right? Well, schedule was given least priority in an AMP. Impact and fun was paramount. Another key thing in an AMP was 0% supervision and 100% ownership. And an AMP was kept to maximum of 4 sprints or 8 weeks. To launch an AMP, we floated tenders, a user story format with clear definition of done, desired impact, expected quality, etc. It was open for bidding by team members based on the relevance to their strengths or development areas. The first AMP was on ramping up the knowledge base of the team. It required 2 large architecture documents and associated protocols to be known by the team. The answer came in a series of quiz events within the team hosted by 2 team members good at quizzing. All losers awarded winners. Hail the champions, so to speak. As a result, within 2 weeks there was a positive excitement for the 2 large boring docs. It also helped establish technical acumen hierarchy in the team. The next 2 AMPs were about communication challenges, both within the team and with stakeholders world over. The tender called for a method of communication aligned with sprints, providing clarity and status for technical and non-technical stakeholders in a very short time. The answer to this came in the form of sprint demos and informational videos. Scripting and creating these videos were a very creative outlet for the team. An AMP wiki design captured new ideas, technical decisions and deviations, and instruction for the newbies. The next AMP focused on automation, our first. The AMP tender asked for inbox HTML5 testing, mapping test plan stories, and storage of results among others. Here the HTML enthusiasts in the team took it up. It was a fun-filled learning curve required for the future. Stakeholders and product owners were in US, development was in India, status emails were not getting the job done. Tender asked for providing anytime access to progress and sprint demos, a gateway to the world of execution. The AMP was fulfilled by a web-based project portal, complete with weekly news ticker and hosting all the videos. Again, the HTML enthusiasts had fun through the project work. Entire team supported the interface design here. Since then, everyone in the team wants to learn more so that we can do more, and we want to do it now. AMPs ingrained the small team culture in the team where even two is a team. Development goals inculcated themselves in the AMPs. When we look back, this might have worked due to the results. We achieved more results per week with project sprints and AMPs going in parallel. These results gave the team a lot of confidence and motivation and kept us in a positive frame of mind. 4 members of this team today are at Devcon. Maybe we got lucky, but maybe it is a result of the momentum that has its roots in the AMP culture. This culture, I guess, is what they refer to as innovation drive in larger Cisco. Of course, there is no one rule that fits all. Environment and people make a lot of difference, but both are in our hands. AMPs helped us get in the driving seat. Hope it does for you too. Thank you.